Hi there BookTube, my name is Christina and today I'm here with a non-book related video. It's more like a life update, I guess, just so that you will know why I've disappeared, why I'm not as present as I used to be on this channel and in the comment sections and so on and so forth. So first of all, for me it's a bit strange to film this video because it's been a while since the last time that I actually filmed, and this is because a lot of the things that you've seen were pre-filmed. So now I'm actually sitting here in front of the camera, it's October and it's so strange. But I really wanted to give you an update since it's a happy one actually. So if you're not interested in this kind of content, just move on, see you next time. But if we know each other a little bit more and you want to sit with me with a cup of tea, which is a blessing, like a liquid form of blessing for human beings, because nothing makes you more at peace with yourself than a cup of tea, at least for me personally. So grab your beverage of choice and let's chat a little bit. So I'm trying to find here a comfortable position because I'm wearing, of course, the bottoms of my pajamas and like a short or whatever. So first things first, we found a home, a house, a place that will become a home, and it was an incredibly long journey. So let's go in order. Last year I started searching, just perusing the market and seeing what's out there, how are you supposed to find a home, what are the prices and things like that. But I wasn't able to actively start searching because I hadn't I wasn't able to check some of the necessary boxes to be able to access a mortgage. And of course I'm speaking about the Italian real estate market, so it may be different if you're living in a different country. But here, in order to buy a house, usually you have to have a great sum of money behind your back, or to have your parents who are able to guarantee for you, or you have to access and get a mortgage. So these are your options, kinda. And we went with this third solution. So we needed a mortgage, but in order to get a mortgage I needed like a more stable kind of contract. And finally at the beginning of this year I achieved this goal finally in my life, and this meant that we were able to start searching. And we started pretty much like at the beginning, maybe at the end of January or something like that. And we just started going through all of the options, and at the beginning it was so exciting. We weren't aware of the limitations and things that can go wrong with the real estate market and so on. And boy, a lot of things can go very wrong while searching for a home. Yeah. But anyhow, we started, and the first period of time was kind of spent in understanding what we can and cannot afford, because you really don't know at the beginning of your adventure what you can get and what not with a mortgage. Because if you're having physical money, you may of course see what you have and may understand what you may get. But if you don't have those money and you're going for a mortgage, it's a completely different story. So you have to understand how much you can get in the future in order to understand how much you may spend in the future. So it's a loop and a fun cycle. But yeah, the first part was spent like that, and we started searching for a home. And boy oh boy, searching for a house is a second job pretty much, because not only you have to search for it and find the right contacts and call the agencies and the companies, and then to just get an appointment, and then to go to that appointment, and then to go to a second appointment if you're interested in the house and you want to see it better. And then it's a whole lot of shenanigans. Plus consider that you have to do it after your work, like your full day of work. Then you go to see houses in the evening, and so you're always late at dinner, or you spend your whole Saturdays searching for a home. So it's a job, it's pretty much a job, and it takes so much time and mental space, and it can be so stressful. So just be prepared if you're starting this adventure. Plus, for us, it was a bit difficult because we had a set amount of characteristics that were non-negotiable for us. So we were very specific with what we were searching, just because we wanted to find the house, like not the dream house, but because we cannot afford our dream house like in any way, but the closest thing to a forever home that we can get. Because not me nor my boyfriend are the kind of people that want to move often and pack everything and just go to a different house. We wanted something that was very similar to a forever place. Even because in my life I've done my fair share, more than my fair share, of moving around countries, around cities, around houses, and I'm so done with it. I want my place, a place to call my own, that will just stay in one place and it will be mine. So that's something that was very important for me. And so we had some non-negotiables. Like, for example, I don't drive. I have a license, but I hate driving. I just dislike the feeling. I'm not feeling comfortable. I'm always very anxious of doing something wrong and hurting someone, maybe. That's never happened actually, but it's a fear that I have, and it's irrational, but I have it. So I just don't like driving. So if I can move with public transportation, I will always choose to do so. So I needed to find a place where public transportation was available, and even if I live in the northern Italy, it's not always the case. Some little towns and little cities are not well connected to Milan, for example, which is my workplace, and so it's difficult. And I know that I will have to commute my whole life probably, but it's not a problem. I've been doing so since I was in high school, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, we were searching for a place that had public transportation. Plus we wanted a place with a little bit of earth attached to it, and by earth I mean like a little garden, just so that I will be able to grow some herbs in it, and that we will be able in the future to have a puppy that will have a bit of place to run and to stay while we're at work before going for a good walk and just run around. So we wanted a bit of green attached to the house, and we were searching for something a bit more independent, so we weren't like going in a flat was our last resource, our last possibility. So we were trying to find something different, which meant that we had to move farther and farther from Milan, because the nearest here to Milan, the highest are the costs, of course. Plus some places that are far from Milan have crazy costs all the same, just because, I don't know, no reason at all apparently, but they have crazy high costs. So we moved farther and farther, and we got very discouraged, and we lost some houses at the very last moment, places that we loved, that were almost ours, and then were taken away from us like on the last moment. And it was heartbreaking, it was discouraging. We were so angry and bitter, and you arrive at a certain point that when you just want to flip the table and say like, wherever, I don't need a house anymore, we will live here forever. So it was of course irrational, and it goes and comes in waves, but it was a moment. And so it was a very stressful year. It took us months and months, but at the end we found a place. So now we have officially bought our home, our house. For now it's a house, but it will become next year probably a home finally, and I can't wait. So this means that now I'm a little bit more free, I have a little bit more time, I can focus again on my wedding day, for example, which we completely put on pause while searching for a house. So now I can get back to my wedding day and planning a bit of things that were left behind previously. And I just wanted to share with you a bit of a footage that I have from the house. It's completely raw. We bought a house that is kind of almost 30 years old, so it has almost my age. And it wasn't very well treated by previous owners, so we have a huge amount of things to do. So the footage that you will see is completely raw, with everything as it is. Plus we bought it after the house was closed for 2 or 3 years, so everything is very savage and wild and just all over the place. But it's our place and we already started working in it, and we will have professionals working in it in the next months, so that next year, hopefully before the wedding, we will have a home to call our own. And I'm so excited because it means that there will be a new bookshelf, there will be a new space, a new everything, and a place where I will be able to feel myself completely, that will be my own and my fiance's, and it will be ours to share. And I just really can't wait.
And today is day 1 of renovations of our new home, our new house. The mess that you can hear in the background is my boyfriend working. Actually, we've been working for the full afternoon, removing pieces and bits and yeah, all that fun stuff. So we have a lot to fix. We won't be doing everything on our own, of course, because that's kind of impossible for us. But we're working on it, and today is just the first day, so I will be keeping you updated. For today, we just kind of removed all of the down parts of the wall, the wood ones. I don't remember how they're called, but yeah, that, and removing all of the screws and stuff down the wall, and trying to cover a part of the holes in the walls, because after removing all of the screws and etc. it happens.
So this is my update. I've been missing for this reason, because I was very busy searching for a house. And now we are fortunate enough to have found one, and I hope that this will help me get back in the swing of the things, and to get back filming more often, and to feel a bit more comfortable in front of the camera again. Plus, I'm considering, and I just will leave it here because I'm still thinking about it, I'm considering about starting a new channel just from scratch, very similar to this one. I mean, still a book, like a booktube related channel, but just to start from scratch, because I feel like even if here I have my very small and dear following of people that I love so much, I have like 200 watchers, which doesn't make sense, it doesn't add up. I mean, I don't even know the majority of those people, so I want something maybe smaller but like more genuine, where I will start from scratch and I will be more consistent, able to get back to every comment, just start from new. And I don't know if I will do so before the end of the year or at the beginning of the new year. I'm still considering this thing, I'm not so sure, but of course if I will be doing so, I will let you know, so that we will be able to keep in touch even in the future. And you will for sure see in the future more updates about our new place. And just to put it out there as a disclaimer, I'm not doing it to brag or anything, because believe me, there's nothing to brag about. It's all fruit of huge effort. We've not been helped by anyone. This is all our doing, so it's the things that we can afford are only things that we can actually pay for ourselves at the moment. It's just that I want to share a happy piece of my life and of my life experience with you, because I think that there are people who are able to rejoice for others when there are happy things to share. So I always love to see things like that on other channels, and I decided to share it with you too. And I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye! Ciao!